Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jordan over here at the Movie Den. So I got a movie in for you guys, and I picked this up at the Arrow 50% off sale over at Barnes & Noble. I said I wasn't going to get this. I told myself, you don't need it, don't get it. And then I had it in my hand, and I had to get it. And we're talking about Robert Rodriguez's Mexico Trilogy. So with this one, I did watch El Mariachi, the first one, and Desperado. But however, I have not finished Once Upon a Time in Mexico. But I did see enough that I feel like I can give a pretty decent review on how it looks and everything. But this thing, yeah, this was awesome and great deal on this. So it's normally about $100 for this set. You get 3 movies. But obviously with the Barnes & Noble 50% off sale, I got it for about $50. And I also picked up The Man from U.N.C.L.E., which I haven't seen this one yet. I heard it's a very good movie, so I'm excited to check that one out. And then I also picked up The Woman, which also has the prequel in this, The Offspring, which I haven't seen that one, but I did watch The Woman, and that movie's nuts. So I'll do a short little review on that at another time. But today what we're going to be talking about is, like I said, the Mexico Trilogy. So let's go ahead and get inside this packaging, open her up, kind of see what we get with it, see what you guys think, and then we're going to talk about the movie, the transfer, the normal stuff. And if you like these kind of videos, go ahead down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and then if you can, hit the like button because that always helps. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So what Arrow's been doing lately is all their box sets have been coming with this extra protective slipcover with it, which is, see, something like that, which is nice because I don't have to hang on to a J card or store it somewhere because I don't like storing my J cards with my actual movies. I keep them separately. So what's nice with this is it just stays with it. I don't have to hang on to it somewhere else. It's just all in one, kind of like a slipcover. So let's go ahead and take this out. And then you've got your normal kind of matte finish Arrow box. Looks like all their other ones, the box set. So there you are. And then there's the side. You've got all your movies, the Mexico Trilogy. And then there's your 3 movies with a poster, which I'm excited to show you guys the poster because the poster is pretty cool. And there's a little story behind the poster as well. And then the little booklet. Before we actually get into what's in here, let's take a look at what special features comes with this. So you obviously get the 3 movies, right? So the first and the last movie, El Mariachi and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, those are just regular Blu-rays, and then Desperado, you get your 4K. Let's see, so you get it in your Dolby Vision for Desperado, illustrated collector's booklet featuring new writings by Carlos Aguilar and Nicholas Clement, reversible sleeves featuring original and newly commissioned artwork, which you guys will see that here in a second. A collectible poster featuring, I don't want to talk about that yet. We'll go over that when I show you about the poster. Let's see here. So for El Mariachi, you get big vision, low budget, a newly filmed interview with Rodriguez, which I did watch that one. Highly recommend you guys watch that interview. That was really well done. It gave you some perspective on the movie, which I kind of want to talk about. Let's see what else. The original Mariachi, a newly filmed interview with producer star Carlos Gallardo. The music of El Mariachi, a newly produced featurette on the music in the film, featuring interviews with composers Eric Guthrie, Chris Knutson, Alvaro Rodriguez, and Mark Trujillo. So you get quite a bit of new stuff with El Mariachi. And then for Desperado, you actually get 2 discs. You obviously get the 4K and you get a Blu-ray. Let's see. Lean and Me in a newly filmed interview with Robert Rodriguez. Shoot Like Crazy, another interview with producer. Kill Count, newly filmed interview with stunt coordinator. Locked and Loaded, newly filmed interview with special effects coordinator. Game Changer, newly filmed interview. 10 More Minutes, Anatomy of a Shootout, an archival featurette narrated by Rodriguez. So you're getting a ton of stuff with the Desperado release of this. And then also with Once Upon a Time in I keep wanting to say that. With Once Upon a Time in Mexico, again, you get The Revolution Will Be Digitized, a newly filmed interview. Troublemaking, a newly filmed interview. 8 deleted scenes with original commentary by Rodriguez. And it looks like the rest is some archival stuff. So this thing is packed with a lot of things. So here we go. We're going to take out the contents. Let's see, you've got your box right there. Set that to the side. And then you obviously get your 3 movies right there with all brand new commissioned artwork for all 3. You're going to get the book and the poster. Let's go ahead and start with the movies. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this one, El Mariachi. So there's the front, there's the back. We kind of already went over the contents with the slipcover. All right. And there is your disc art and your contents. And then you do, all these sleeves are going to have reversible artwork. So they're going to have the commissioned artwork, and then obviously as you see inside, there is the original artwork. So what comes in El Mariachi, you get obviously your promotional piece that Arrow sends with all of their releases. And then you get a pretty small poster. You get the commissioned artwork and the original artwork. That was El Mariachi. Now we are going to take a look at Desperado, which is the next film in the trilogy. There's the front, there's the newly commissioned artwork, and the back, as we already talked about that. You get 2 discs. You get, there you go, the 4K. You get the Blu-ray. And then you do get the poster for this. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what happened whenever this got put in, but my poster has some like little gashes right there. But anyways, there is the newly commissioned artwork. And there is the original artwork, which is actually, this one right here is on the Steelbook. I almost got the Steelbook, but then when I saw this, I'm very glad I got this one. Okay. Oh, and you guys probably want to see the reversible. I'm not going to take it out completely, but I'm just going to kind of show you. As you see, there it is right there. And last, when it comes to the movies, you got Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Right there with the newly commissioned artwork and the back with all the contents. And I actually don't have the disc in here because it is in my player right now because I was watching it, but I wanted to get this video out because this movie's been out for a little bit. So that's the only reason why it's not in there. And then that's the inside or the reversible artwork right there of the original theatrical poster. And then again, you have kind of a small poster, a little one right here. There's the commissioned artwork and the original poster. So that's all with the actual movies that you get. Next, you've got your booklet right here. Okay. This thing is, for you guys who want to know, about 39 pages long. And let's go ahead and scan through that. There you go. Let's do that again. Kind of fell out of my hand. There you are. And then in the back, Danny Trejo right there. And then lastly, this is, I kind of want to hang on to this one last to show you because this is very, very cool. So I'll show you one side, then I'm going to flip it and show you the actual really cool side. Like, this is so awesome. I'm probably going to put this up. And if I can't get this in frame, I'll go ahead and put a picture right here for you. Actually, let me scoot back a little bit. So there's the poster, and that's what's on the on the hard box that comes with the Mexico trilogy. But this on the back, look. Oh, is that? Yeah. Look at that. So with this artwork, in that interview, one of the interviews that I was watching with Robert Rodriguez about the movie, was saying that he actually, so that's his concept artwork that he did for El Mariachi, actually. So I think that's super cool. I'm going to be putting that one up. All right. And so there it is. There's the contents for that. Now this movie, I really enjoyed. I've seen Desperado before. That's probably the one most people have seen. So I'm not going to focus much on that movie. The transfer looks really, really good. They did an awesome job. You still have your film grain in it, so no worries there. But let's go ahead and we're going to talk mainly on El Mariachi. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood looks great, looks awesome. It is a Blu-ray, however, you didn't get your 4K with that, but same with El Mariachi. With that one, I don't know if they could really benefit with a 4K because of how it was shot. That movie, so Robert Rodriguez actually funded everything about that movie. He did every single thing about that movie: filming, editing, sound design, everything you would normally hire out or have other people come on with you. No, it was him. And he actually had some buddies offer, say, hey, let me come in and help you. He goes, no, I want to do this all on my own. So, and he only had, like I said, $7,000 to do this film. And when you take into perspective what he was working with, the movie's phenomenal. It's only done in Spanish, so they did have a English dub, which is the version I watched. The acting on the dubbing part isn't the best, I will say, but it got the job done. And once you're hooked in and you're watching it, you kind of forget about that and you're just focused on the movie. And other than that, the movie's great. What I thought was really cool is he actually, he knew the guy who plays the El Mariachi. The actor who played that, I think he said was a buddy of his or someone he had known. And all the extras that you see, none of them were actors, right? They were just people that this guy knew that were buddies of him. And that's kind of how they filmed it. That's how low budget it was. And it still turned out fantastic considering what he was working with. Also, he was talking about how the camera that he used, now I don't know the exact camera, I can't remember, but it was loaned out to him. And the camera was not a camera that you would use for film. Well, obviously for film, but you wouldn't use it for anything with audio. It was just used for like landscape shots, nature shots, and stuff like that. So it was when the film reel was going on while you were filming, it was really loud. It made that sound, you know what I'm talking about? And it was to the point where you couldn't even hear the dialogue when he'd film it. So what he actually did is for each thing that he shot, first he would shoot it on film, and then he'd take a microphone and go up to them and have them reenact it. It wouldn't be filmed at this point. It would just be recorded on a microphone. And then he went in later, put those two together, and edited them together. So if you see sometimes the audio's off just a hair, that's why, because they couldn't capture the video and the audio at the same time. They had to do them separate takes, which, that's a feat in itself. And you're obviously gonna run into some points where the audio is not going to be in sync because, you have different ways you're saying them. You can try your best to match, but it's never going to be exactly perfect. Well, what he had done is that's where you see a lot of cuts, because this movie has a lot of cuts in it for El Mariachi. And so what he had to do is when that started to happen, he would jump to other little shots so you would not see it. That just blew my mind when I was watching the interview. I mean, you almost gain a new respect for him in that. But no, the movies are great. They have very well-known actors. You've got Steve Buscemi. You have Quentin Tarantino. As I had said, you have Danny Trejo. So a slew of other actors are in this movie, and they're actors that you've seen in other Robert Rodriguez movies. Me and my wife were watching Desperado, and she's like, oh, he was in Spy Kids. Yeah, so that's another Robert Rodriguez film, and a lot of those actors came back. So he's one of those that he works with the same actors for all of his movies. What did I think of the movies? Like I said, I loved them. I thought they were great. I'm super happy that I decided to go against what I originally wanted to get this, because I got to say, I am so happy with this. This release that Arrow did, you guys knocked it out of the park. The transfer is amazing. The contents that you're putting in this, all the new features, you guys, you're going to get your money's worth with this release. And if the Arrow sale at Barnes & Noble is still going on, definitely pick it up. Amazon, I know, did have this on a similar sale. I don't think it is anymore. I think earlier today, and it's kind of back up to regular price. So you could check there, but I would definitely stick with Barnes & Noble if you can to get that 50% off. The Mexico Trilogy. But that's going to be it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to go ahead down below, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that bell notification so you're notified whenever I post any videos. Also, down below is all my social media links, so go ahead and hit me up there and give me a follow. We can chat about movies and do all that fun stuff. But guys, that's all I have for you today. Don't forget to look out for my review of The Woman. That one's going to be quite a bit shorter video. Nonetheless, I'm going to be doing one because that movie was wild. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, that's going to be it for you guys. Y'all take care.